Alright, what is up everyone? So, gonna try this format of content again. I really like it. I think I've did it once where I try to show some of my training and try and talk a bit on some topics. And hopefully you can watch some training go through. The only real problem I had with these types of videos is that I got distracted from my training. And obviously my training is way more important than making a video. Because I actually really enjoy training and I really like making videos, but I still enjoy training way more. So yeah, real quick, live update. Currently, obviously I'm staying in South Africa right now, I'm not going back to Europe anytime soon. And for the moment, I don't know why, for the moment, I am at my old club, rugby club, and it's pre-season at the moment. We are running ourselves corners and my legs are very sore. I'm not going to jump a lot because we're running a lot. I've noticed trying to sprint and train legs is a bit tough. So at the moment I'm just doing full bodies and doing whatever feels okay that day for my legs. And honestly, my shins are starting to hurt, which worries me because obviously it's a massive spike in running volume. And I've been playing a lot of tennis, paddle. I've been real active. I think since the start of this year, I was about 88, 89 kilograms, which is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And yeah, I'm not very tall, I'm 1'7". So that is heavy for a guy my length. So yeah, basically the goal is to not destroy myself, but to still stay strong, get stronger, slower. So yeah, I'll take you through what I do, and then maybe in each little block, because I divide most of my stuff in blocks, I'll try and just talk about something in one block. See if I can keep the video under 8 minutes or something. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. See you soon. First part, calisthenics. I'm literally gonna do handstand walks, push-ups, levers, and I'm gonna hang, and I'm gonna do a bit L-sits. Another reason I like it, it's well-rounded. My shoulders feel great afterwards. My hip flexors get challenged. There's a lot of things. I do a bit of core work at the same time. Doing them at the beginning of your workout is like a full body warm-up. Check. The first topic of the day is doing calisthenics as a strength athlete or as a normal athlete, and why I think it's important. So I never thought I was going to be that guy that said, earn your way to the weights, earn your way to the weights. Because I had coaches like that who said you need to be able to do this amount of push-ups to be able to go to the bench press or whatever. You get a lot of people like that who still believe that. It's a stupid idea, I know. But something that I recently do think is really important is being good at calisthenics and not leaving it out just because it's calisthenics and not weight, so body weight movement. So bodyweight movement is still important. Like honestly, I have so many athletes now, and I used to change my mind on this so much. I used to say like, because I started fitness predominantly only doing calisthenics with my brother. That was all we ever wanted to do. So I have a pretty good foundation in that. However, after a while, I got to this like idea that like, why would you need it if you can just bench heavy or whatever? And the more and more I trained athletes, like younger athletes, the more I realized some of them only want to deadlift, and some of them only want to bench press and get their bench PR because they watch the Trent twins or whatever, something stupid like that. These are like 15-year-olds. And I would like speak to these kids, and they couldn't rack up more than 5 push-ups. And I was like, yeah, well, unfortunately, there is a lot of juice to squeeze. You suck at moving your own body. You are not strong at the moment. So I think it's best if you do like wrestling, if you do a lot of, maybe even rugby, I think is quite good for that as well. But if you look at wrestling training, you'll commonly see like mostly bodyweight training. And those guys are freak athletes. So I honestly think like training should be predominantly with your body weight as well. Not predominantly only, but there should be a lot of training with your body weight, or even maybe a bit of weight added. And then moving your body through space. Like you see a lot of those wrestling videos, it's insane how those guys move their body. And then you're playing a sport where you're gonna have to move your body in space at the same time while doing something like pushing someone away or landing on the ground or something like that, and you need to be good at those things, and that's your own body weight. So 10 minutes of calisthenics, that's done. I'm going to go into my snatches. I've got a snatch, I'm going to work 1 from the ground and 2 hang snatches. It's super warm in this garage, so going to do that quickly, and then yeah, I'll chat to you after I'm warmed up, and I'm gonna start going at it. I'm not trying to kill myself today. It's kind of been the theme of like the whole thing, because I really can't afford it, especially with my lower body. Like I previously said, we're running a lot, but like for example today we have testing. We're doing a Bronco, so we had 2 tests already, Bronco and a bleep test. They're pretty good in the bleep, not so great in the Bronco. And we're retesting today, so we need to do better. So I'm trying really not to do a lot of volume now at the moment. And yeah, so I'll get to one question quick. Off the top of my head, I had this comment recently on my previous video about what is my opinion on Bulgarian split squats, or I think it's just normal split squats, I think, or like just like a lunge or something. It was like 2 variations of a single leg work, and honestly my answer is probably way deeper than that. The answer is a very nice guy that commented it. He comments a lot on my thing, Gabriel. Thank you for commenting. So basically, my honest answer to him, and I want to maybe expand on that, is that there are no real must-do exercises. There's obviously like, when you look at strength and conditioning, people like especially coaches that come fresh out of university, they'll have this thought of like textbook, this is what you need to do. But honestly, a common theme with most of these coaches is as soon as they do the thing more, and as soon as you look at some coaches who've been in the game for very long, you quickly realize that they've also finally like adopted this idea that there are no real must-do exercises, and the most important thing is to stay principle-based. What does that really mean? And by that, it's like, just get your lower body stronger, any means necessary. And the tools you use, it's kind of irrelevant. As long as the tools are effective and they tick all the boxes that allow you to get stronger in the lower body, then it doesn't really matter which exercise you do. So then it's really about preference, accessibility. Like, I'm not gonna say hack squats are the must-do exercises when a hack squat is one of the rarest machines in most gyms or people that train at home. Then it doesn't really matter, right? It just matters that, am I doing a squat type like pattern? Am I bending my knees and flexing and extending my knees, squatting to make my legs stronger, and am I doing it progressively so I can actually get stronger? So the main question is more or less, if you follow the principle, are you using the right tools? And if you're using the right tools, it doesn't really matter what tool you use, as long as that tool is there for you to be able to overload after a while. Honestly, my opinion is I'm not the biggest fan of single leg exercises. I like skater squats, I like pistol squats, just because you can do them at heavy depths, and because when you start with them you suck, and you don't need a lot of weight to overload them, so they're really accessible, and there's a lot of juice to squeeze there. Bulgarian split squats always became quite annoying after a while when you get really strong at them, because you have to carry heavy ass dumbbells in your hands, which is sometimes annoying. Not everyone is a person that straps up, so I think that's maybe a thing, but not everyone will get that strong that you need 40 or 50 kg dumbbells in each hand to do Bulgarian split squats. So yeah, it's still a proper exercise, you can use them, and yeah, it's more about the principle. Are the exercises there, and do they help you carry out that principle of getting stronger in your lower body? And if they do that, perfectly fine exercise, but it doesn't really matter what exercise you do. So yeah, that's really my answer on that, and that accounts for basically any type of exercise. There are no must-do exercises. Doesn't matter what some people say. Obviously, there are some people that believe that. I don't believe that. I believe that obviously there are exercises that don't really allow you to tick the principles really well. For example, like a goblet squat is really difficult, because how long until you can't progress that thing anymore? Because a goblet squat for me, I don't like sitting with a 40-50 kg dumbbell in front of my face on my body, because it's a huge dumbbell. I'd rather just have the barbell on my back or in a front rack position. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Hope that answer helps, and I'm gonna go and finish my snatches. Oh, yo, so ugly. Oh, shit. Gonna go into upper body. We have dips and chins. So it's basically like a vertical push and a vertical pull paired together. I'm gonna go for sets of 5. Gonna probably aim for 20 kgs as like added weight. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do my dips with good range of motion, and that's basically it for now. So yeah, I'll think about one of the questions I received recently, and then I'll talk about that real quick. 20 kgs. Alright, so another one I recently got was more of a thought than a question. Well, one of the thoughts basically recently was basically following a program. And yes, I'm going to use this as a hook to get you to sign up to my program because it's good. But recently, I've had a few people buy programs and do programs and then climb off of programs afterwards. And a lot of them's thing was about, okay, well, I learned a lot from the program. I can't wait to apply it. Obviously, when the program is done, seen the results, and now I want to apply it by themselves. And this is kind of really where the magic of a program sometimes comes. And I honestly think that Most people don't think about this. They think that the magic is in the tools and how the tools are used in the program. And it's really not. Like, honestly, most programs you do will probably be effective. I think the really main effective part of a program is that you're paying for something and then you feel the need to actually do it and go through the program and complete it. So that is the real value of a program. So I always used to think, as a coach, I'm going to be immune. Other coaches doing other coaches' programs, so coaches doing other coaches' programs, they're just stupid, they lack discipline. I used to think that. Now I'm over here in my 5th year of coaching, and honestly, I'm looking for my next program from another coach, because I'm struggling with my own programming. Honestly, it's difficult when I train rugby as well, because then it's really tough, but I'll find a way to scale it and do it. But at the end of the day, the real thing is I need a program that is not mine, thoughts that are not mine, that I can't argue against, that I'm just gonna do, put my head down and do. And the fact that you do a program, so people who've done my program, for example, they see my style of programming, which I think is effective, tap myself on the shoulder, but they know exactly, the source is out, the recipe is there, and the same thing doesn't happen after the program is done. So why is there a program drop-off after the program is finished, but you know exactly how to do stuff, how to structure stuff? And I think it's more, that's the beauty of following a program. It's not really about the amazing stuff that's in the program and how it's cooked and the magic that they threw in that you don't know about. It's more the fact that there's a program and you're sticking to it and you don't miss days. Because a few people that trained with me, we did the Total Athlete program, for example, they didn't miss a single day for 12 weeks almost. That is insane. Obviously, you're going to see amazing results then. And then I can't even really wholeheartedly say it's because this is amazing, what I've been programming is amazing. No, it's because that person did literally not miss a single day. And for 10 weeks, and the program wasn't half bad, so that's why it worked. That's the beauty of a program. Quick link, if you want to join my athletic endeavors group, it's $10 a month, 170, 180 Rand. You can join it in the link in the description. But basically, that is something that I've been thinking of, something I'm going to do probably in the next week or two, is join another coach program and just have something that forces me. The old saying that I heard was, when you pay attention. So it's always good to pay for a service and then do it. Alright, I'm dying a bit, as you can see. So that's all I'm going to do for the day, for the video. Got about 10 minutes left to do my core and my curls. So I got windmills, and then I got some bicycles, not very interesting. So I'm just gonna not film those. And then, yeah, see you in the next video. It's quite easy for me to film these because it's 2 birds, 1 stone. And today didn't really take away any of the effectiveness from my workout. If anything, it helped me to be a bit more proficient with my time. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And yeah.